Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have a Crecy's Cornfield public match for you, but before we get into that, thank you to our Patreon members for the support. If you'd like to support, go to the link in the description when you get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment on the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. So, server pop right now is 190. That number will probably go up as the match progresses. It's December 22nd at about 3 o'clock Eastern time right now. Your imbalance is pretty even right now. Artillery for both sides. It looks like CSA has 4 guys on artillery. Meanwhile, Union has 10. So the infantry imbalance is roughly 4 in CSA's favor. So nothing significant. Your officers for today, for the CSA side, you have Gypsy, you have Bismo, you have Ian Tolton, and Simple Joe. And for Union, you have Senior Daz, Spyro, Napoleon III, Christmas Person. For the artillery, you have Puck. So, Crecy's Cornfield, this is my first look at it. It looks like out of bounds this way is... Holy cow, you can really go into this cornfield a decent amount of ways. Point's kind of in the center of this little snake fence cutout area here. I think I've seen this map on Pickup Patrol, but I haven't really seen it in a while. I always thought this area fighting over was interesting, but on this side you have the open field. It is, you can really go far into that, but I doubt we'll see CSA ever attack from that angle. It is a little surprising that the point of contention is not in a cornfield, but you'll take what you can get. So CSA already starting their aggressive movements, starting to push around towards the Union right. Union shifted that way to kind of defend themselves. Now Union has a lot of different little like stumps, rocks, and bushes that they can use to defend, which that'll be better, of course, as we play in the summer and not the winter conditions that the game is in right now. But that's what they have for now. They're not using a whole lot. Some are using that snake fence, which is nothing significant. You have a CSA company kind of in the center here of these trees, and then one CSA company is on Union left.
Spread out,
Simple Joe. Not really a good angle except for the few Union guys that are here on the right, and
Good
those
shot.
2 shots hit 2 guys, so look at that. Union falling back from the center, kind of getting online with Union artillery, which, you know, I'm really kind of surprised CSA is in the open field here. I mean, I guess if we look at it from the Union vantage point, this is a hill. It's a slight uphill, but it's a hill. And the visibility with the snow and those snake fences are providing some cover for the CSA line, especially with that smoke screen. A little concerned. Let's see what it's like from Union Arty here. I mean, surely Union Arty's got a great little angle here. It's still upward, and they just got to set that fuse time right, but they can have a great angle. Shifting over here to this, what the CSA see.
Go and take out their Arty first, gentlemen.
Reload, boys.
I
Good
mean,
stuff.
Outside of the smoke screen,
Everybody
they have
who
a nice
wants to
little
get
angle at
closer,
Union.
who wants close quarters combat?
I don't know why an officer would be asking his men what they think they should do, but regardless, CSA charging Union artillery, getting a nice few kills. They should be able to get on the snake fence, which has a little opening in it, and they're going to be able to get a nice flank on Union when they get there.
Gentlemen, pull back to the caissons right here. Block their Arty.
I don't know why that Union or the CSA flag has a stick.
Reform here.
That guy's just holding a stick. So,
Make sure
already CSA is up on tickets. Almost a 4th of a morale stage. Sorry about that. Let me see. Hopefully that pop-up doesn't show up anymore. But CSA is getting aggressive. They're not stopping. They're going to keep going here and try to charge Union out and get a nice ticket lead. They are moving in a little scattered.
Jesus loves us. I love Jesus. Bails down.
And that friendly CSA company that charged the Arty is not in the fight yet. They're turning this way. But that CSA charge was atrocious. Doesn't matter though. Look at the tickets.
Come on, then.
And so that CSA company has rolled up to that snake fence, and they're going to get a nice flank on the Union that are still alive. And outside of a dropped Union flag, no one lost their flags either, which is important for both sides here. CSA does kind of spawn far away. I know there's no one there. I swear it's somewhere back there. Yeah, look at that. Thank you guys for spawning in main. Contrary, the Union's all the way over here, so it's a very long map, but not that big of a width.
Yum, they're shifting left. I need
So
you to aim
Union
lower,
kind of
guys.
retreating a little bit, trying to find some more cover. They're in
Way
a
too high.
bad spot. They're still through the point though, which they are retreating through. Maybe they're going to try to get on the snake fence within Crecy's Cornfield. Looks like they're not going in it exactly, but they're getting close. They're just trying to provide some cover here, which there's a slight elevation change, which provides some cover.
What's going on?
Company was loaded, about face, 39th Alpha Company, about face double quick, Reef moving out on me, to the north, we're moving, rotating, along
And
to the
so, CSA kind of encircling on all sides. Union is about to drop to engaged. And Union actually pushing up a little bit on the CSA left. And CSA throwing some nice shots.
Hey, company, forming ranks, resume independent fire, rebels front.
And the CSA center group is starting to push up a little bit forward as well.
Keep up that independent fire.
I don't know why that flag
go
has
ahead.
no
Oh, we got
flag
Union
on it.
already behind us.
And
Okay, they're dying. They're dying.
that's the thing too, is these Union artillery guys keep spawning in here because they want to play artillery, but unfortunately for you guys, the CSA line is in front of you guys. I don't get it. It hurts your team. It's like Cook's countercharge. Union artillery spawns so far in front of the point. Not that it spawns like that here, but CSA can get to it and get past it really easily, which is what we've seen with this round. And especially in pub matches, you'll see guys that keep spawning in artillery, and that's just free tickets for the CSA to have. Although Klaus will try to defend himself. He tried. And Union drops to engage. CSA pushing down, trying to get around Union's right. One CSA company is hitting behind Union left.
You're gonna do that right now, otherwise we're shootout.
Behind the main.
Ah, damn it.
I mean, I have no power. I'm just asking you guys if we can do that. I have like 8 views.
Right there,
And so Union is kind of getting beat in a shootout. They're down by over a third of a morale stage right now. I mean, that's the thing. CSA is very spread out compared to Union, who's clumped up. Is CSA going to charge center? They're charging center again.
Come here, boy.
So they're going to charge collapse in there as long as they get a ticket advantage. That's all you really care about in these charges. They're the only company to go in again. So Union will hold, but CSA took the ground. Actually, never mind that. Yeah, that was a great. That made a lot of sense. Union held, but CSA took the ground. Union didn't get fully wiped. They kind of retreated out of that mostly. CSA was able to take that ground though, and Union's completely fallen back, giving up the point. CSA, they should not cap. Union is down by over half a stage, or roughly half. You're giving Union a chance to retake the point, but it looks like nonetheless CSA will cap. And this is to Union's advantage. Yeah, a couple CSA guys here and there capped it. So CSA's, they have to hold the point for 12 minutes.
Right? No, it wasn't. Okay.
If
They're up at the top of the hill.
CSA lose this point,
Jump.
then Union's going to regain probably over half a
looks like
morale
we're at the
stage
cap.
here and
That
go
shit's
up to the
great.
percentage of tickets that the CSA is at, which is great for Union in this instance. It gives them an opportunity to come back. Now, if you're CSA at this point, you should try to really contest this point.
Alright, jumping about
You
phase.
you
Go back.
basically have the entirety of the field. You should choose where to defend, which defending up with these logs and that straight fence is a nice little spot there. But you have control of the field, and you want to make it so that this counterattack is bloody for Union. Bring everyone's tickets down.
Make this a nice swift and decisive maneuver here, gentlemen, as a brigade. You should have your full kits ready to move out, bayonets included, and rifles loaded.
Check when ready, boys.
Check.
So Union getting formed up. Looks like they're going to try to move in as a team together. It's kind of why they fell back to give up that point. Someone is ventilating. And so Union is wasting time right now. I don't know what they're waiting for necessarily. They're giving CSA a lot of time to figure out what they want to do defensively at least. And they're mostly holding on this front. They're thinking Union's going to try to come through the cornfield.
Yes. Gentlemen, you see that small flag?
And also they can react quickly and move to the center here if they need to. 2 minutes are off that clock. Maybe Union's going at that 10-minute mark.
There's a small Dixie flag. I don't care if he's coming
And
back
yeah,
and shooting
exactly.
ahead, you bring that flag.
So Union going straight for it right now. Not going to maybe use that cornfield, but...
Value your life, damn it. Oh, damn it. Up and over, boys.
Up and over, boys.
It's Jover,
Rolling
guys.
to
It's
America.
Question is CSA going to see this and respond quick enough to Union? The CSA's not here. They have a nice flank and a nice spot, but Union has a clear open path to the point right now.
Take the flags down for all the work, brothers.
One CSA company has reacted and moved to these logs. There's 2 flags up here. What are you doing with the flag? Why is he stopping? Oh, the CSA down 1 flag already. He hasn't even started. That's a terrible start there for CSA. That is abysmal.
Get the flag, get the flag.
And Union starting to push through, engaging in melee. Someone for Union needs to be capping the point. The more that Union kills the CSA here, sure, they're getting flags, but they're not going to be able to go up to a high morale stage. You could take that point and then turn and wipe CSA, but granted, I guess it's not a bad idea to wipe CSA completely, get their flags, and then retake that point.
Fuck you, young dude.
CSA still holding. It's only down 1 flag right now, which is that flag we saw at the beginning. Union holding the ground. Union's not capping. That's just a natural decay. Looks like that anyways. And President's flying down at the most appropriate time in the battle.
Let's go.
Couple CSA still alive. I don't know why no one from CSA is picking up their down flag there, but these mistakes can kind of add up, especially when CSA has the Union artillery here.
And of course, I'll fucking come.
At least I assume that's a CSA flag on the left. I don't know why Union would have a flag over there, although that Union guy that just ran past the flag did not pick it up, so I'm assuming it's CSA. Union pulling off the melee here, and they're going to try to retake so they can go up and get at least halfway through engaged. But CSA hasn't been totally beaten back yet.
Let's get this flag up. Kill this yak, kill this yak, kill this yak.
So they'll have an opportunity to reform here. And they pick up that flag. So CSA's got now all their flags, especially with Joe Martyr taking that flag.
On this line with me. Reload bayonets.
Unprob yourselves, boys. Get your officers.
And in like 10 or so, 10-15 seconds, Union is gonna retake this point, but CSA hasn't totally been beaten back yet, and you can get why Union wants to retake the point. Your goal as a defender is to get that black timer down to 0, and you can just let that clock decay naturally like it is now that Union's retaked and gone up to halfway through engage. Or you could try to hit the attackers down to final push.
Mount another attack, you
Either
fucking
option
predator.
works, but you gotta choose one. So you either gotta retake that point right away, or you gotta be aggressive non-stop during a counterattack to try to bring everyone down, and then maybe at that point. But CSA reforming, Union definitely outnumbers. CSA about to be encircled, but here we go again with the fighting. Actually, half the Union team's pulling off to the right. I thought they would have collapsed to help the Union on this left side of your screen here, but they are, for now, just sitting over there, or at least positioning themselves there.
inside this building right now. Start shooting out the window. Let's go. Get in there.
Miss me.
Kill them,
Oh fuck, they're here. Wait, there's a few more here. There's a few more here on the other side.
Break close. You're getting stabbed. Defend.
And CSA are struggling to kind of survive here. I mean, if Union collapsed, they could definitely break them. But the longer these kind of drawn-out melees go, that's going to be better for the attackers. And you could see how the Union is already down on tickets, and there hasn't been a whole lot happening.
You can see them. They're on the fence right in front of you. Down that front of Aim low.
And it looks like Union with 3 flags on this side is starting to collapse. A lot of CSA moving out from Maine right now. And that's part of why CSA isn't getting a whole lot of respawns as well. If guys already spawned in, they can't spawn in on that flag.
They're behind the cabin.
How can they
You
go
don't got
back
an
in?
angle on it. They're behind the log.
If you have a small enough amount of people, then go ahead and use the lawn. Okay.
You can use these presents. You can use some of the maps.
39B, shift on me, upwards, we're going up to the box, 39B.
So Union kind of really trying to encircle them. Got one CSA officer, he's just throwing lead down the side, and Union's first to go to taking losses. And they've got their respawns moving in now. They're going to get a nice flank. But unfortunately for them, they don't have a flag. So if one of these guys dies, they're going to respawn either at Maine or up there. Most likely up there. We'll see. But the advantage that Union has is they've kind of hunkered CSA down into one little area, and they're shooting down all at it, so CSA can't fully reform, and it's allowing Union to get a good chunk of tickets. They're still down on tickets, but here come presents. So both sides now taking losses.
Let's move, let's move, let's move. Break your reloads, move. Now, move.
And so CSA is trying to push their wave out. Driver is just wasting a CSA flag. I don't know if he knows if that's friendlies or not. How is he not dead? There he is. I was like, that's kind of crazy. You run right in the Union line. That'd be actually pretty impressive. But Union is being charged out, at least at the cabin. Again, these flags are going to be big for both sides. And, I mean, CSA lost one of those already.
My guys, good stuff, boys. Keep going. Everybody
Union
break reloads.
Almost down about a third of a stage right now. It's a fourth of a stage right now, but it's almost to a third. Definitely a third now. That's these long, drawn-out melees happen because of these fast spawn rates by these flags, and these drawn-out melees are going to help the attackers. More death overall. However, the rest of the Union team is moving into collapse, and it seems like they're going to help their friendlies out here. And CSA not getting those flags out.
Where are you?
Like, oh, how is 80 missing? Anyways, CSA has lost 3 or all 4 flags potentially.
We have
Maybe the house is actually
I think he's dead.
So I think that's all the CSA flags. So they will despawn in 5 minutes since they were down. Although if someone picks it up, they'll get it back in. So CSA is going to be without flags for a minute, but they're up by a good chunk of tickets right now. Up by almost half a morale stage. So
we can fuck up their artillery, boys.
CSA in a good spot. They could sit and wait for their flags to despawn. They got plenty of time to do that. And Union's actually about to hit braking at any second. See a lot of CSA moving up from main. I mean, by the time CSA actually gets repositioned and back in battle, it's gonna be their flags might just despawn by then. Union kind of moving through, and this is a great opportunity for Union to catch up on these tickets. They've got about a 2-3 minute window before those flags start spawning back in for CSA. Now, if a CSA vigilante tries to run and get the flags and he picks it up and then dies, that 5-minute despawn timer restarts. So if I were these CSA guys, I would really not try to get those flags just because of how deep they are in the Union line. There's a couple of Union guys there as well. But for now, Union taking the time to reform. And you can see kind of how spread out CSA is as they are moving in right now. Very spread out. Some trying to get the flags out, which CSA probably going to be able to get that flag out there. Volt Buoy. The question is, does he know where to take that flag, though? Hopefully he does. He should be able to see the officer star, which a lot of CSA are meeting up in the cornfield. Someone from CSA got the flag. Wojtek's trying to chase him.
Oh, Mr. Napoleon. Mr. Napoleon, come here. We'll spawn the company in together.
How does he know what his name is?
Come on. Yeah, me, you, and the drummer. Come on.
I think Napoleon's going to be able to get out of here.
Come here, Napoleon. Come here. Come here, boy. I just want to gut you for carrying those colors. I want those in my basement.
Napoleon's going to be able to get that far enough to where his friendly should be able to pick it up. But, again, it's very, very risky. Just for the sake of... I know you have a lot of time, but the longer the match kind of plays out this way, where CSA doesn't have their flags, there's going to be out of lines and whatnot for CSA as their guys maybe just go out and start ramboing. But Union's got a big old beautiful line here.
Kneel. Down.
Kneel.
On your knees.
Get on your knees.
And 25 minutes left on that clock. CSA starting to push their way out. They have one of those flags right now. Potentially one of those despawned. Yeah, I think one despawned. So CSA will get it back soon. The big thing is they can't lose the other flags that they have. So CSA now has 2 flags in the fight.
Oh my god.
Check one ready. Check one ready. Check one ready. Check one ready. Comedy, we got checks one low.
And you do have some more CSA moving up. I reckon the flag bearer spawned in, maybe? Not yet. Looks like both those CSA flags have despawned, or someone picked them up. I think 2 of them despawned, though. But CSA is pushing a little forward, starting to engage in a shootout here, which Union's down about a 1/4 of a stage on CSA right now.
Take a knee. Take a knee. Take a knee and cover. Let's go. Signifying that you're ready. Take a knee over here, to the line. Get away from the log. You're getting shot at by a town. Take a knee, gentlemen.
Look how big that Union spread out line is. It's very impressive. I kind of like this map as a whole. I don't know. It's just the fighting over like the kind of wasteland that is this. Just a bunch of random crap thrown on the ground. I think it's pretty neat. Although it will be nice to play these eventually.
Guys, get over here to the line. Get over here to the line. You guys are all sitting back here by the flags. Let's go. Over the line, take a knee, take a knee.
So CSA inching their way forward on the left side as well, trying to get close to the Union line, throw some more lead in there, which Union is dropping tickets. CSA somehow still hasn't hit breaking. What are they doing? They are quick timing it forward for, I don't know why, they do hit breaking.
Yeah, Viga.
And Joe Martyr runs the flag back as his friendly company is just quick timing it to their death. I mean, Union will take those tickets, that's for sure. And they're still moving in. Some of them are actually getting some shots off at least close. The officer's throwing his pistol. I don't know how he's alive.
Fire on him. Fire on him.
The Union's almost halfway through breaking right now just from this shootout, and CSA's taken no hits whatsoever. That's wild to see. I mean, it doesn't look like Union's taking a whole lot of hits, but somehow they're just losing it. I mean, looking at cover, Union's kind of in the open. CSA has a nice little depth lay that they're holding, and a lot of those guys are crouching down. I mean, you can barely see over. Ah, they're rising up.
Fire.
Getting a nice little volley there, and then crouching.
We're doing good. We're just
use
shooting
cover. Now, I don't like crouching because you lose 3 times the amount of tickets as if you were standing up, but CSA is very covered and not taking. I would be shocked if they took a single casualty from those guys crouching there based on the cover they have. But it looks like every CSA volley is getting about 4 or 5 guys at least just sampling from that one volley there.
John Bell Hood got hit, got fired, and Lincoln got assassinated. Hey, yo, jingle bells, rebels suck a buck. They married their sisters and kicked their own ass as they seceded. Hey, now, yeah! Jingle bells, America's one smells.
Get off the stage.
Robert E. leaves the pleb.
Get off.
We just met them in the field and kicked their ass away. Hey!
Can appreciate the effort. So CSA, I mean, you don't blame CSA. They have plenty of time on that clock from being aggressive at the beginning, and they're just sitting and shooting. They're winning the shootout, and they have a whole lot of time on their hands. Simple drills, trying to go out the side, maybe harass Union already. Not a whole lot of them over there anymore. Looks like only one is spawned in at the moment. A couple CSA Rambos killing some Union guys there. Which, obviously, Rambles are not great for your team, but when you're up by this many tickets, it's not going to hurt you as much. But still not good. So, CSA continuing to shoot up. Present, I wonder, the presents kind of give your position away a little bit. That would be funny if you were playing in a cornfield and a team didn't know where you were at. And the presence just exposed your team's position early on in the match. That would be pretty funny. If you're new to War of Rights, you don't know what the presents do. They drop down in their presents. You can open them. You can get pistols, flags, a bugle, a flute. Candy cane. But in a volley or so, we're about to see Union drop to last stand. They're moving out of their lines right now, at least. Senior Daz is taking his guys. Looks like the rest of Union's following. They're going to have a valiant last charge here going into last stand.
God save Christmas!
Union's whole team charging in. They hit last stand, so if they die, they don't come back. And charge is even. I think CSA is... it's too close, but I think CSA is going to pull this one out. Although CSA is very close to the final push. Actually, a lot of Union guys coming off the left side. Didn't see them. And Union looks like they're going to maybe clear this out. A lot of CSA are there. Let's see. Not a whole lot of Union respawn there, because when last stand is hit, if you're dead, you respawn instantly. And then everyone's back in the fight once last stand is hit. And then if you die, you don't come back. So, Union don't have a lot left, but they've almost hit CSA to final push. They need to charge again. Like, they need to charge those guys and knock CSA down the final push. Because that black timer will be limited severely. And CSA would be kind of thrown into a frenzy. I don't know why Union's hunkering down. Why are they forming a line? They need to charge out. You got to hit CSA to final push. You need to be killing guys. Okay, they get it anyway. So I guess forming a defensive line now makes sense. Must have been a Rambo or so. Now, Union won that charge pretty decisively. It almost makes you wonder if once they were losing that shootout, if they should have just charged right away. But who knows? So CSA is going to have to get their rear ends up to the point. Now, I don't know how long it takes to get from the main spawn to point. Probably 2 or so minutes, a minute and a half, 2 minutes, roughly. So, Union's going to probably have to hold at least one CSA wave, which they're pushing a little further forward.
We're Cotton's
Hold cover, you're the line. Hold behind the log. Hold behind the log.
Line behind
this log.
Come away.
Cover.
Right away.
We got
3
minutes and 10 seconds, boys. We're almost there. We're almost there.
What are we doing?
So as we wait here, I think this map is very... I like it. I think it's interesting. Again, I like the kind of wasteland that is this over here. It is kind of interesting, though, that you can really go far out into this cornfield and similarly go super far out on this side. I wonder how we'll see teams kind of use those to their advantages as time progresses, especially CSA. If you can go deep over this way. Also, this would... I'm looking over here. Like, this would be a neat little map. Like, imagine if a point was right in the center of this little nub that sticks out and CSA kind of spawns right here or something like that. And CSA can hit Union from all sides there. I think that'd be a little neat to have. But again, we just got 13 maps. I mean, there's 60-some maps in this game. I know, at least for myself, I'm very satisfied with everything in the game. I know there's a lot that they want to work on, but I am going to be satisfied for a very, very long time with the game. So I don't think there's too much more that I really want, to be frank. Now I know a lot of people like it, but I don't care too much for Map Maker. It'd be nice to have new maps, but I mean that's a whole can of worms in it of itself. Trying to moderate, because you have a lot of people submitting maps or making maps anyways, and you don't want bad maps to be played in public matches. I'm sure there's a way to make that nice, but horses I don't care too much about either. 400 player servers, I'm fine with 350, but I'm very satisfied. Anyways, here comes CSA charging. If Union holds this, they win, but I don't think they will. But of course, that's why you always play the game. CSA taking the point, 1 minute left.
I'm dying.
And Union simply just did not have the numbers there. So, wondered if they could have charged earlier, but well done to CSA. They played a good, efficient round. They didn't need to cap, but they did. And they still won the game. which is frankly all that matters
I
in
got a
the
flag
end.
as an officer. I got a flag as an officer. I have a flag. I have a flag. Look, look, look. I have a flag. I have a flag.
So with 30 seconds left, I mean, the problem with Last Stand, I guess not really a problem. You got to kill basically everybody, which there's still 3 Union guys left, but it looks like that's enough. You got to kill like all but 3 guys. So with that all being said, good round from CSA. They played that very efficiently. I mean, you cap the points, sure, and you let Union regain all those tickets, but you still found a way to get a good ticket lead. I think Union played fine, letting CSC cap, getting an opportunity to regain those tickets was a good play on their part. Their biggest thing, though, for Union anyways, is once they were losing that shootout, they stayed in that shootout for a while. Maybe they should have charged out sooner because that charge for them went very well. But nonetheless, obviously it's highly risky to charge these defenders, but I think if you're losing, you should change your stuff up even if you make you lose anyways. Because if you're going to lose in the first place, might as well change things up. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel more, we have a Patreon where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. Can advertise your regiment on the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Besides that, though, we have our Discord merch, Instagram, X, and TikTok. All those links are in the description as well. I appreciate you all, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night.